Hi guys, I welcome you all back to my channel. I am Aisha. In today's video I'll be showing you how to draft sleeveless with C-cut at the back. Thank you all for your support. If you are new to my channel, kindly click on the subscribe button. Don't forget to turn on your notification bell so that whenever I upload a new video you'll be notified. Stay tuned to the end of the tutorial. This is the starting point. You draw a straight line for the starting point. I'll be taking my shoulder measurement. The shoulder I'm using is 14 inches. You divide your shoulder by 2. That's 7 inches. I'll be coming downward by 8 inches for the armhole length. So from there, I'll be taking my shoulder measurement also there. And I will make it a straight line to the upper part and to the side. I will be taking the length measurement. The bust length I'm using is 10 inches. The under bust is 14 inches. While the waist length is 16.5. You make it a straight line. Chest line, bust line, under bust, and waistline. I will be taking the circumference measurement. You divide your bust by 4. Same thing at the bust and at the chest line. And at the waistline, you divide your waist also by 4. So now I will be shaping it. I will be adding a side dart of 1.5 to it. You come to your bust line at the side and take your 1.5. The bust palm I'm using is 8 inches. You divide your bust palm by 2. That's 4 inches. So you take your 4 inches at the bust line. That's the bust point. You draw the side dart to the bust point. Take your bust palm at the under bust also. For the neck, the width I'm using is 3 inches. I will be coming down by 1 for the shoulder slope. You draw the line to meet the neck. That's the shoulder slope. So we look for the midpoint. The midpoint of 7. So that's 3.5. You go inward by 1 inch for us to shape our armhole. So now you shape your armhole that way. You can see. So that's the armhole. You come to the neck. You measure 2 inches. From where your neck stops to the armhole side, 2 inches. So we'll be creating another armhole, our new armhole. So you can see, you place your French curve that way. You can see from that point, from that midpoint side. So you shape it upward. I'll be shaping the neck. You shape it to your desired length. It depends on how you want your cleavage to show. But for this particular picture, they shape it to the under bust. So you can decide to stop at 10 inch or at the bust line. It depends on how you want it. For the shape at the under bust, I will come to the under bust. I will come up by 1 inch. 1 inch. And I will shape it from the dart. From where our dart stop. You know, we measure 4 inch for the dart. So that point, you shape it upward that way. You can see. So shape it that way. That shaded part is going out because I will be closing the dart. This is it. I will be cutting it out. I will be drawing the dart line up to the bust point. From the under bust, I will be taking my 4 inches for the bust pan. Now I will be closing the side dart. So I will need to slit it. You can see you slit it that way. You won't slit it to the end. And close the side dart. And you slit the dart line also, so that by the time we close the side dart, that line will be open. So that's where we have our dart effect. The gathers we are going to add to it as darts are the under bust. You use your mastering tape to hold the dart at the side down. This is it, you can see. For the back aspect, this is our starting point. We'll be adding 2 inches zip allowance, and the shoulder measurement I'm using is 7 inches. I will be coming down by 8 inches, same way we did at the front aspect. You take your 2 inches zip allowance downward. So I will be straightening it. You straighten the armhole length also. I will be taking the length measurement. The length I'm using for the bust is 10 inches. The length I'm using for the waist is 15 inches. The reason for the 15 inches is because of the side dart at the front aspect, which is 1.5. You minus that 1.5 from the length of the front aspect. That will give us the length of the back aspect, which is 15 inches. You make it a straight line. For the back aspect, same width, which is 3 inches. I will be coming down by 1 inch at the armhole length for the shoulder slope. You draw your shoulder slope. And we look for the midpoint. You divide it by 2. That's the midpoint. So I'm taking the circumference measurement. You divide your bust by 4. Your waist also by 4. And I will be shaping it. I will be taking the dart measurement 4 inches at the waistline and at the bust line. I'll be coming up at the bust line by 1 inch. So I'll be making use of 1 inch for the dart, half inch at each side. You straighten it to that bust point, the new bust point at the upper part of our bust line, you can see. So that's the dart. You shape your armhole. For the neck, I will be coming down by 1 inch. You shape it that way, you curve it. After the neck, you take 2 inches. That's where we will draw our armhole to. So you come to the chest line. You measure from that chest line, from the zip side, you measure 3 or 4 inches. It depends on how you want it, how wide you want your back. So from there, we will shape our armhole to the upper part, to that point where our 2 inches stop. You shape your armhole to there, you can see. So, and from the armhole, you shape it to that point. You curve it at that point. You make it curve. You don't make it sharp. So you curve it there. You can see you curve it at that point. Make it curve. I'll be cutting it out. For supporting this channel, you can click on the join button. God bless you as you do that. This is the back aspect. Here I'm cutting out the excess at the down aspect of the front aspect. You check the side of the front and the back aspect if it's equal. So it must be equal. This is the front aspect and this is the back aspect. So when placing it on your main fabric, you add your half inch to it all round, to the shoulder, to the armhole, and to the side. And at this side here, you add your inseam allowance to it. Maybe it's 1 inch or 2 inches, you add it back to it. And this is where we are going to be adding that our dart pleat. You can see you place it on your main fabric this way. So by the time you are placing it on your main fabric, these inches will be for the darts. So you are making use of this for the dart inches. You can see you are making use of this for the dart inches. So this is it, and this is the down part of it. You had your half inch to it all around and your inseam to the side here also. So, and as for the back aspect, you place it also on the main fabric. You had your dart allowance. Don't forget to add this dart allowance. Yeah, you know you are going to hold this dart at the back. You had your dart allowance back to it, and you had your half inch to it all round, and your inseam allowance, and at the zip allowance, you try to alter your zip for your zip to lay very well. You remove 1 inch from the inches of the zip. You are making use of 2 inches for the zip allowance. You remove 1 inches and you return your 1 inch back to the side for the zip to lay very well and for it to have a good fit at the back aspect. So that's all about the draft. If you find this video helpful, kindly give it a thumbs up. If you have any question or suggestion, you can drop it in the comment section below. Kindly subscribe to my channel and make sure it turns on your notification bell so that whenever I upload a new video, you'll be notified. Thanks for watching. Bye.